Yeah. Alright, shooting standing, it's not hard. Just stand like you would stand just comfortably. But with the weapon, you want to try to keep, because you want to be able to shoot and move. I mean, all this stuff, it's okay. You want to sit there and shoot real super sniper on the range. That's cool. If you want to shoot and move, you need to be able to stand like you're walking and then pick up your weapon and just keep walking, and that's how you're going to stand and hold it. It's just natural. It should feel natural. It does. I mean, I've done it a long time, so I don't know. But with your hand, whatever you want. Some people like to do like this. I think, for me, it gets kind of front heavy pretty quick because your arm's all curled up like this. If you're out here, and if you get in the pocket of your shoulder, you know, kind of in between your pec, and you don't want it on the ball of your shoulder because it's going to roll around. You don't want it up high because it's going to be all up in your face and going over your shoulder. You want to try to get it like you're going to punch somebody, you're boxing or something, and get in that pocket of your shoulder, in between your shoulder, the ball of your shoulder, and your pectoral muscle, because it's kind of a pocket in there and it'll hold it. And you're squeezing the trigger with this hand. So you're not really supporting the weapon with this hand. I mean, you're a little bit, and I mean, if you're changing your magazine, you're holding it with this hand, but for the most part, you're supporting the weight of the weapon and manipulating it with your non-firing hand. And you want to turn, not so much the gun, but your body. Wherever you're looking, when you're fighting with it, wherever you're looking, your gun's looking. So if you're turning that way, if you're turning this way, it's your shoulders and your hips and your knees and stuff. That's the way you're moving. You're not moving this so much because you only have a limited range of motion. Like with this, you know, you can turn your whole body and turn into it, and you're still absorbing the recoil of the weapon, and you're not. If you do like this and you do like this, and then you're doing this number, and yeah, I see it all the time. Guys in the Army, they do it too because they just don't get to shoot that much. But pretty much, you know, just a good solid. You want to be, you're like you're ready to run and do stuff. You know, you're ducking down, you're jumping, you're crawling. So you want to have a good steady position and something that you can move from. And then you just get your sight picture and you shoot. It's just same kind of basic BRM, sight picture, trigger control. You know, try to have a steady firing position and breathing, but when you're jumping around, ducking and diving, shooting and crawling, you're not always going to be in a good position. You're not always going to be breathing a bit. So, trigger control, sight picture, you know. If you got that front sight post on what you want to shoot at and you're squeezing the trigger, you're probably hitting it. And from this close, hitting it is good enough. So you're turning your knees, hips, shoulders. And you want to try to, if you're standing like this, you want to try to bring the weapon up to you instead of you down to the weapon. You want to try to bring it up to where you're at instead of having to bring your head down and this and that. You want to try to feel as comfortable and natural as possible because you're going to get worn out pretty quick. So the easier you can make it on yourself, the easier it's going to be. So you want to try to bring it up to you and not this number or whatever down here like this all funky. You want to try to bring it up to where you're at and then shoot. But y'all go ahead and when y'all come up here on the line, we'll just do you first with the AK.